Welcome to my class on EMG. This is a presentation by K. Beulah Suganti, Associate Professor, ECE, TPGIT. Electromyogram or EMG is the record of bioelectric potentials associated with muscle activity. Can be measured at the surface of the body near a muscle of interest or directly from the muscle by using needle electrodes. Most EMG measurements are intended to obtain an indication of the amount of activity of a given muscle or group of muscles. EMG electrodes pick up potentials from all muscles within the range of electrodes. Typical EMG. The action potential of a given muscle has a fixed magnitude regardless of the stimulus, so net height of action potential does not increase if intensity of muscle action increases, but the rate with which each muscle fiber fires and the number of fibers activated at a given time increase. The amplitude of the EMG is the instantaneous sum of all the action potentials generated at a given time. They occur in positive and negative polarities at the electrodes, so they sometimes add and sometimes cancel. So the EMG waveform appears like random noise. The typical EMG waveform looks like this. The EMG potentials from a muscle or group of muscles produce a noise-like waveform that varies in amplitude with the amount of muscular activity. Peak amplitudes vary from 50 microvolts to about 1 millivolt, depending on the location of the measuring electrodes with respect to the muscle and the activity of the muscle. A frequency response from about 10 Hz to well over 3000 Hz is required for faithful reproduction. Surface, needle and fine wire electrodes are all used for different types of EMG measurement. Surface electrodes are generally used where gross indications are suitable, but where localized measurement of specific muscles is required, needle or wire electrodes that penetrate the skin and contact the muscle to be measured are needed. As in neuronal firing measurement, both unipolar and bipolar measurements of EMG are used. The EMG machine or electromyograph looks like this. Features of EMG machine. Surface or needle electrodes are used. Both unipolar or bipolar measurements are used. The amplifier for EMG measurements must have high gain, high input impedance and a differential input with good common mode rejection ratio or CMRR. However, the EMG amplifier must accommodate the higher frequency band. In many commercial electromyographs, the upper frequency response can be varied by use of switchable low-pass filters. The typical EMG machine has an oscilloscope readout instead of a graphic pen recorder. The reason is the higher frequency response required. Additional features. Sometimes A storage CRT is provided for retention of data. As I already said, graphic pen recorder is not used because of higher frequency response required. Oscilloscope camera is used to obtain permanent visual record. Audio amplifier and loudspeaker are used to hear the crackling sounds of EMG. Built-in stimulator is used for nerve conduction time or nerve velocity measurements. The EMG signal can be quantified in several ways. The simplest method is measurement of the amplitude alone. But the amplitude is only a rough indication of the amount of muscle activity. Another method of quantifying EMG is a count of the number of spikes, or in some cases, zero crossings that occur over a given time interval. The most meaningful method of quantifying the EMG utilizes the time integral of the EMG waveform. In another technique that is sometimes used in research, the EMG signal is rectified and filtered to produce a voltage that follows the envelope or contour of the EMG. The envelope, which is related to the activity of the muscle, has a much lower frequency content and it can be recorded on a pen recorder. References for this video is Biomedical Instrumentation and Measurements by Leslie Cromwell and Co.